Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today and another reflective and recharging day. So, no big steps forwards. However, I have been thinking a little bit about goals. And right at the beginning of starting these videos, all 900 odd days ago, the purpose was really to say, well, look, here's what I got, here's what I want, this is the goal. And each day I'm going to check in with what progress I've made, what steps I've taken, what actions I've taken to move me closer towards it. And pretty soon it became clear that I didn't have a really super clear idea of exactly what those goals were, other than wanting to establish myself as a professional motivational speaker. And kind of it got to a point about a year or so ago where I felt like I'd sort of done that without ever getting to a point where I'd said, well, once I'm doing this number of talks, or I'm generating this much revenue, or I've spoken to an audience of this size, then I'll be able to say, now I'm a professional speaker. It just kind of happened. But I always did have in my mind that I should have like a number of sessions a week or a month or a year that I should be delivering as a smart goal, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. But I always sort of struggled with that because I didn't know how many would be the right number for me to be aiming for. And so I didn't want to say, well, everything is pivoted on me or contingent on me getting to this number, and then actually for me to get to that number or before that number and feel satisfied and still have that number to chase. So I didn't do that, and I always kind of knew that when I got to a point where I was busier, I'd have a much better idea as to what that balance should look like. And I think last week's really highlighted something to me, which is that actually I don't want to be doing loads and loads of sessions, keynotes, training sessions, workshops, webinars. I don't want to be doing 3, 4, 5 sessions a week, which I know is what some professional speakers will be doing. But it just doesn't feel like it's the right level for me because it's not the only thing that I do. And whether or not that means I can't then say, well, I am a professional speaker, I don't think that it does. I do feel like that's how I would introduce myself. It feels very natural. It feels like it's the thing that I probably do most of at the moment, and the thing that I'm sort of beginning to get a bit more of a name for, more than even coaching, which is something I've done for a very long time. But I don't need to be doing dozens of sessions a month in order for me to feel that that's what I've achieved. I want to be more consistent for sure than I am at the moment. But last week doing just 3 sessions, and okay, they were quite, there were longer sessions. There was 2 90 minutes and a 40-minute session. It was fine, but I wouldn't want to be doing that every single week. And so I think sort of aiming for an average of 10 sessions a month is probably about where I want to be. So 10 sessions a month of varying durations. It feels like that's the level. It's not a level I need to get to in order to say now I'm a professional speaker, which was initially what I was the sort of the main focus. Now it's what does balance look like to me? What is it that I actually want to be doing? And 10 a month would probably be a couple of weeks of 3, maybe even 4, and a couple of easier weeks, and probably not even for every single month. Say 10 months out of 12 to be doing that, which would take me to 100 professional speeches, talks, training sessions, masterclasses a year, whether that's online or on stages, which it will get back to that at some point. People are talking about October as being the time to get back to delivering from a stage. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. Depends on many factors, I suppose. But for now, I'm just going off what I know last week was like. And I think if I was doing 3 sessions on different stages, then it would be very different again. And I'd probably be struggling to do that and take charge or deliver all of the other obligations that I have with the coaching and the online programs and so on. So it's just something that I was thinking about today. Not a huge amount actually. I've been fairly a good balance today of just doing some proper relaxing and family stuff, and also doing a bit of work, getting the course, I've got a brand new course, How to Thrive, set up and ready to go tomorrow. So, but yeah, some reflections there on goals, because after all, as I said, this is what these videos were all about originally, and they've really helped me a huge amount over the course of the last 2.5 years. They've really given me a sense of accountability and continuing drive, and I'm pretty sure that without doing these, then I would have moved away from those goals a long time ago, and it just wasn't really working out, because for a long time it really wasn't. And it was a big struggle. It's not easy now by any stretch of the imagination, but I am at least doing the thing that I love to be doing, and I'm doing it a lot more than I was 6 months ago, let alone a year or 2 years ago. So working on consistency is next, and getting more of my own direct gigs as well. So I'm doing a lot of stuff on behalf of third parties, which is fine. I just need to make sure I'm also getting the stuff directly to me. But anyway, there we go. There's my check-in for the day. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.